Afternoon, boys and girls. Part 2 of Webbys Sports Roundup in midweek on a Tuesday. We've got the usual guys here from a few minutes ago. Big Kevin, big Borough fan. Simon, as you can see, big Gooner. Bloody Arsenal. Talked about Tuesday 2 games tonight, and Wednesday's the 6 games on Wednesday. We'll try and keep this short and sweet. We've got 2 games Thursday to discuss, and we're going to discuss 3 games over the weekend, the past, and 1 or 2 seconds of last night. So if you've just tuned in, you're into Webbys Sports Roundup here in Mine Manor, sunny Tenerife. We're in the 3 or
sunny.
It has been a little bit today.
A lot.
I know you're on that tin bath in here. It's a bit
freezing.
Bit cloudy today. In the 3 all shoes, Jason Jubilee always allows us to use their front patio, which is fantastic.
Only if they put Webbys Sports Roundup back on the
only Webbys Sports Roundup. Somebody's taking off, so I'm not going to be happy with that. That's all the games you can watch here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all weekend. So
yeah, Jason, put it back up.
Yeah, sorted.
Just
Jason, get it sorted. Right. Don't forget, subscribe for free. Get on with it. Right, Thursday. Right, Everton. This is for Everton. This is for my pal Ray, who's just passed away.
R.I.P. Ray.
Happy rest in peace, big man. Everton taking on Newcastle. Everton 8th. 18th. That's what I got. What have I put 8th in there?
Because you keep saying about your teeth. I'll tell you, put them back in. You keep missing the...
I can't show you. Dawn's got them all. Taking on 6th place Newcastle on the back of their 1-0 win at St James's Park, at home to Man United, and Everton having a commendable 1-0 win at the City Ground, Nottingham Forest, on Saturday afternoon. So I take it away. Everton, Newcastle. What's your thoughts?
I've gone for home win, you know, funny enough.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've gone for home win. I think this 10-point deduction is going to... I know it didn't show against United like the other week, right? But I think that game at Forest was a massive win.
Yeah.
It was a 6-pointer for both of them, right? But this 10 points has annoyed them. And this is what you want.
Yeah.
And this is what Dyche wants. He wants him to be annoyed.
Yeah.
To show we don't even need the points. We can take them or not. We can take them or not, right?
Yeah.
We don't care. But I've gone for an home win. I think the crowd tonight, after that win on the weekend...
For Thursday, you mean tonight? Yeah, for Thursday.
Sorry, for Thursday night. That crowd is going to be a 13th man forever.
Yeah.
They are going to be immense.
I think there's another factor that'll allow Everton to win the game.
Yeah.
I think this will be a game too far for Newcastle. They're playing the same 11 players all the time. They've got that many injuries.
Yeah.
They've got no... The next stop is young kids.
Okay.
They've just locked Pope in goal.
Yeah.
Dubravka's now going to play. He could be out for the season because he might need him. Minimum of 3 months. Looking at De Gea coming in. I think it'll be... De Gea said he's up to going to Newcastle. I think it'll be a game too far for them. They've got a massive game next week against AC Milan to stay in Europe.
Yeah, they are.
I think this might be a game that they might just take their eye off a little bit.
Yeah, worry about next week.
Yeah, and I think...
That's a good shout, Kev.
And I think Everton will win. And I hope they do win because I do not want them
to go down.
Not to go down for there to be an issue in March or April next year when all of a sudden one of the other teams is dragged in if they get points taken
and then 10
given
points
back.
They can say if they never had
I want
10
Everton
points
to get out of it so that has no bearing on the end of the season whatsoever. Because for me it'll destroy the Premier League.
New stadium as well.
Yeah, it'll be the best stadium in the Championship.
Yeah. I don't know how they can be in this position when some of the money that other teams have spent.
I think
that's another tale. But I think Everton will win.
Yeah. All right. Well, what are you, Si?
Yeah, Everton will win.
Yeah. I'm going to go on the fence because it's going to be a tough one. I'd like Everton to win. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. But it's heart and everything else. But I'm looking as a betting point of view. If I had a gamble on it, I'd put a few bob on a draw on that one.
Yeah. I was humming and hawing between the pair.
I still think that'll be a good point for Everton, as long as they don't lose.
It'll be a good point for Newcastle if they got a point.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're going draw. We're going win, and draw.
Tough game.
Okay, let's go on to the... I won't say.
You nearly said it.
Yeah, I did.
You nearly said it.
I can't. Because there's foggy.
You'll be in trouble.
Does that say Spuds? Mine does. Spuds mean wet spam.
Yeah, expat, yeah. So we got Tottenham Hotspur in their new ground. What's it called?
Toilet bowl.
The toilet bowl.
The White Hart Lane. We've got the White Hart Lane boys. taking on West Ham United. So what's that? Tottenham. Is that third or fifth? Fifth. I thought it was fifth. The others are
Soon
going.
to be sixth.
Tottenham are fifth, taking West Ham and ninth. They're still ninth, West Ham, and they haven't played great football. I don't think. They drew 1-1 on the weekend.
Palace.
With Palace.
It was a poor game.
Well, I had Sean Murphy on the blower last week.
Yeah.
After Europe.
Okay.
Right? They
Yeah.
won 1-0. He said, we're rubbish tonight.
Yeah.
He said, this football is very poor, very boring, very drab.
Yeah.
I said, okay. But you won.
You won, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You've got this phenomenal record in Europe of
Yeah.
playing about 22 games and not getting beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
In
terrific,
22
unbelievable.
games. It's an unbelievable record, right? And I said to him, when I saw George Graham, Arsenal won 1-0. If you say he had 50 wins,
On a constant basis,
I guarantee you,
Most of them were 1-0.
most of them were 1-0.
Yeah, I know
right?
George Graham. Yeah.
And I said, Sean, you've just got to take it on board
Yeah.
that you're winning games.
Yeah.
Your last 4 games, Souček has scored a 90+ minute winner.
Yeah.
The last 4
Yeah.
games, right?
Yeah.
And
He's had a kick up the arse.
He couldn't get in the side, could
Right, because he wasn't doing what he was doing
No,
last
no,
season.
because last
and the
season he was
season
excellent,
before.
you're right.
But now, what he's doing now is
yeah.
back to
Good
his
shout.
best.
And getting in the position to score.
And I
goals.
said to Sean, take them 1-0s and enjoy them.
All day long.
Because you're winning these games,
Yeah.
and you're ninth in the league and you're playing rubbish.
Yeah, all day long.
It'd feel worse if they were losing 1-0.
Right. You're
Right,
playing
okay.
ninth in the league.
Right. Tottenham West Ham. What's happening?
I'm going to say a draw.
Draw.
I'd love a draw.
I think Tottenham beat them.
I'd love a draw. I've gone for home win.
Yeah,
But I'd love
yeah,
a draw.
Yeah, no, I think.
But I think
It's
the
one of
Spurs-
them games where
I think
West
they
Ham have got a good record against Spurs.
they've got
Yeah.
a very good record.
Well, I think they got
Against
too
them,
At
much.
you know?
Spurs as well, they've got a good record.
Yeah.
I still think they'll have too much from it.
could
As
have.
much as I love West Ham to win, because I do like following them with a lot of West Ham boys, I do. But hand on heart again, if I was a betting man, I'd have to put Tottenham in front with 3 points. But it is what it is. Right,
Yeah.
okay. That's all the football Premiership
For this
game
week.
For this week. I did say in part B. Now we're going to discuss 3 of the big games and a lot of controversy over last weekend. We're going to talk about Liverpool Fulham, and that was at Anfield, and it ended up Liverpool 4, Fulham 3, and I thought Fulham played absolutely superb, and I did not think they deserved to lose. Whatever the stats were, I watched bits of it, and I did think they deserved to lose. Did you boys watch any of the
I
games?
watched the game, Simon didn't. I thought it was an excellent game.
Yeah.
I thought Fulham were unlucky not to get a point.
Yeah.
But I thought Liverpool, who started the game well, but got worse as the game went on.
Yeah, they died off.
And then when Fulham took the lead, I couldn't see any way back for Liverpool.
No.
And miraculously they did. But there was some fantastic goals in the mind.
Oh, there was
and
some.
it was a fantastic 90 odd minutes of football.
And that guy again, right fullback,
I felt a bit
Arnold,
sorry for
scored the
Trent
winner.
Alexander-Arnold,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't see none of the game. I've just written my notes.
He does drop it
I
in there,
didn't
doesn't
see
he?
it, but it must have been a great game.
Yeah, yes.
Any 4-3 game's a good game.
But what,
You
I
know?
have got to say, Liverpool, their goalkeeper was really poor.
Yeah. And listen again.
And
No,
Nunes,
it's a new one, isn't it?
no, Kelleher.
Yeah, Keller.
Oh, was
Kelleher,
Alisson?
yeah.
Alisson's
Alisson's
hamstring.
injured.
Gotcha, okay, yeah.
He's out for a few weeks.
And Nunes, how many good chances does
he
that
get?
man want to keep missing?
He does need a few before he bangs one in. He does need a few.
£85 million?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. All right, so that was last week. One of last week's game at Anfield, 3 points for Liverpool. You did think that they were going to drop the points there, but obviously when you've got a squad of that nature with Salah, Nunes, Diaz,
and it moved
Salah, you know what I
and
mean?
their forward line,
Yeah, it's
when
phenomenal.
on paper, it's
Yeah.
frightening.
Oh,
it is.
It's frightening. Like you name that 5 in the forward line,
Yeah.
right? You look at that, right? Jota, Nunes,
Yeah.
Salah,
Diaz,
Diaz,
yeah, and Gakpo,
and Gakpo,
yeah.
right? I know they all don't play,
No.
Yeah, of course.
but that 5,
Yeah, they're very good.
if you could have them 5,
Oh,
right, a midfielder and a back 4,
yeah,
you win a lot of games.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
You
yeah.
win a lot of
The
games.
two come out, there's one that can win.
Defensively, they're not the best.
No.
No.
Matip's always got mistaken himself as
Right, we'll leave
Don't
that
go
one to the third game. Let's
Yeah.
go to Stamford Bridge where Chelsea beat Brighton by 3-2.
yeah.
Conor Gallagher had 2 yellow cards. He was sent off. I only saw bits of the game, I must admit.
I
But
watched
again,
the game.
you watched the game, so
right?
give
Now,
me.
I'll go back to the Chelsea Spurs game where I said where they lost their discipline.
Yeah.
Right? And I think last week Chelsea had a game and they lost their discipline again.
Yeah.
And then this week it's proven again that Conor Gallagher, listen, he's a good footballer, but he's very overrated. And he's not blessed with the pace, which is why he does this tugging of the shirt.
Yeah.
He loves the tugging of the shirt.
We don't think he's an international duty, do we?
I don't think he should get international.
No.
There's so many more better players in front of him, i.e. Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse,
how he doesn't get
well, let's not talk about that because it's going to
be for hours.
We're
one of his biggest fans.
But Chelsea's discipline could be their downfall this year.
Yeah, for sure. And they beat. There were 3 and what about the penalty? Was it or was it not a penalty?
I think it was a penalty.
I didn't think it. I thought
when Milner brought him down.
I think it was. I thought it
could have gone either way.
I thought it went down easy. Me personally,
I'll sit on the fence with that one.
Yeah.
I think it could have gone either way. It could have been given, or it couldn't have been given.
He went to the screen though, didn't he?
That's the thing.
As soon as you go to the screen,
you know it's
99% they're going to get.
You know the thing that's got to change with this screen. Sorry to talk about VR.
Yeah.
But you know the thing that's got to change with the screen.
Yeah.
When the ref goes there, don't show him the steal.
No, that's right.
Because all they do, they start for steal. It's wrong.
And I think
because
also
he's got that itch in his mind.
The referee's got to have a bit. The referee himself
a bit more bottle
and say, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I am right. You're wrong.
What was that game last week? PSG Newcastle. When the referee gave it, I think he bottled it because obviously when he did bottle it, because the last thing he wants, he's not going to get in his car with 50,000 Paris Saint-Germain fans.
That was never a penalty.
No, that's why the guy next day. They said you got to go, son. So he stepped down.
He got stepped out of one game. He stepped out of the VR machine for the game the next night. That's all.
Yeah, no.
That's not enough.
Those crackers.
It could have cost.
But it probably would have.
It could have cost Eddie Howe's job.
Well, at the end of the day, don't forget Newcastle got to beat AC Milan, guaranteed. And then you got.
That's still not enough.
I know it's not enough. You got Dortmund. Is it Dortmund? Yeah.
Dortmund. Yeah. Got to play PSG.
Yeah.
But until they get it right, it's just what we're going to have to suffer. We're not here to talk about VAR.
Okay.
That's another story. And I know Kev's got his own views
right,
on VAR.
Let's move on. Let's go up to the champions of the Premier League, up to Main Road, where Man City took on Spurs. And I watched.
You're old.
Pardon?
You're so old, Webby.
Okay, you said Main Road again.
I know I do. I love it. I know.
Goldstone,
I know it's
Main Road.
Listen, I know it's the Etihad.
Highbury.
I know. I love it.
Ayrton Park.
Highfield Road, Coventry, Road Park.
This goes on.
Yeah, it's dementia. It's dementia.
What's sport in Coventry?
Yeah, that's definitely dementia.
You can't. You can't. Yeah, turn it off, please. Right, let's get back to the Etihad then.
Sorry.
Yeah. Champions of the Premier League, phenomenal side. They took on Tottenham. It ended up 3 goals apiece. I watched it and I thought, what an absolute phenomenal game. Phenomenal. And there's one big incident that will stand for a long time, is when there was a foul in midfield when the score was
3-3.
Was it 3-3 then?
That's right, the third minute or something.
And then obviously there was a foul in it. And then the referee, he saw it.
He pointed.
Carry on.
And then within a few seconds,
as soon as Grealish received the ball, he's blown the whistle.
Who may have been in an offside position, Grealish.
He was.
I think when you look,
the ref could have looked at it from where he was and thought there's no advantage here. I better bring it back. Well, we don't know. Because if Grealish makes that pass to the player on the outside and he is offside, it's a free kick to the Spuds.
Yeah, of course.
So,
but he should have allowed the game to carry on, and then they could have looked back at it, couldn't have, for the offside.
But if he passes the ball,
if he scored the goal, then you know what's going to happen.
Then it's done. Then you can't call it back.
Yeah, you're right.
But then if he scores the goal, they're going to come back and they're going to have a go to say, was that a foul, this, that, etc. So you're never going to win.
But for me, the ref made a mistake. He's got to hold his hands up.
He panicked.
He's got to hold his hands up. Say I made a mistake. Next week, go to somewhere like York City or wherever and go and referee a game there.
He dropped a beat.
That's all that
He dropped the ball.
But they don't even have to explain themselves. That's what upsets me.
Then
they should be made to explain themselves.
But that's never going to happen.
No.
It's not like rugby, where the ref says, or cricket, where they tell you what's going on with
Webbys'
VAR.
game,
They tell you.
Listen, you've got a 5'2" rugby man, all right? he's looking at the rugby. The
What's
referee,
7 footers?
no 7 footer,
Seven
and he
footers.
says, "You, when I shout, you jump on the shovel." Yes, sir.
No,
And then he goes, "Yellow card, 10 minutes." They don't argue.
Yeah.
They
Oh, just go.
The reason if they don't argue, because if they argue and everything, here you go, yellow to red. End of, then he's
And
off.
that's it.
Yellow is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If he goes red, it's 90. It's
But when
out.
you
It's done.
hear them explaining the decision,
Yeah, you can hear it.
They're so eloquent in
Yeah.
in the reasoning with it.
Exactly.
And they know.
But until they do that with football, but you know why I don't
Yeah.
think they'll ever do it? Because I think the little bit of the corruption
Yeah,
seeping
they're
in.
open. They're open up. They're open up. Right, listen. That's the 3 games last week. Before we move on and say thank you, goodbyes to shoutouts, but also I believe today I've not seen it, but I've been told that Haaland, obviously, because of his dispute,
He has to.
There's a problem
He has to get a charge.
because obviously that you can see him on Sky Sports.
He lost his head
He lost his
completely.
rag, and they covered the face up because he must have been swearing and everything. else.
But that's before he left the pitch.
Yeah.
When he was on the pitch and he was in the ref's face, and, he went,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he held his arms,
Yeah.
or held his arms and say, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
Now on Twitter,
Yeah.
he's put WTF, and we all know what that means.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
put that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? He's cursed all the way off the park.
Yeah.
He's cursed the referee with profanities.
And another further point, Guardiola was going to go and have a right go at the referee, and one of the Spurs players, and I can't remember who, got hold of him and said, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." And he stopped him going, and he kept saying, "Don't do it." And he looked him in the eye, "Look at me, don't." And then Guardiola went and shook the referee's hand.
Yeah, good.
And that Spurs player needs a bright pat on the back from Guardiola,
he does.
because he saved him.
Saved him.
Because you know what Guardiola said in his interview? I'm not going to
not going to do an
Mikel.
Arteta.
I'm not going to do an Arteta.
Yeah, gotcha. He does right.
He said,
Right.
"I can't say that."
That's the Premiership for last week. We talked about in the 2 episodes today on Webby Sports Reddit. We talked about all the games from midweek: 2 Tuesday, 6 Wednesday, and 2 on Thursday. We discussed the 3 big games over the last weekend with VAR decisions. We can talk to the coach. Come on. Before we go, we just want to discuss about 3 football managers that have been sacked or walked last night, which I've read last night. First of all, we got the Swansea boy, then we got the Sunderland manager, and then this morning we got Sheffield United. Now Swansea, the Jacks down in South Wales, I think he's had it coming because they're usually a top 6, top 8 side,
Yeah.
and they're drifting. They haven't played that well at all.
They weren't last season though.
No.
They weren't in the top 6, top 8
What were
last
they last
season.
year?
They were struggling under Russell Martin.
They-
And then they started the season badly last year.
Yeah.
And then they started getting better and better and
Yeah,
better.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then
from-
he left them.
But they're
and went
not.
to Southampton.
Swansea are not what they think they are.
No, that's
No,
right. No.
no.
They think they're more than what they are.
They're
No,
living, they're living in a
they don't.
dream world.
Yeah.
They think they're something special.
Yeah.
And
Good.
the Cardiff fans will tell you that.
They're not that special.
Yeah, they need.
You know?
They dropped him. Like Cardiff had a good run, but no, they're still dripping down. There's no doubt about it whatsoever.
Tony Mowbray.
Tony Mowbray.
That's
Disgraceful.
I think it's disgusting.
Well, I'll tell you, right, Tony Mowbray.
The Middlesbrough God.
16 months.
Yeah.
16 months there. He was manager at Coventry. When he left Coventry, I was disappointed because I liked him. I thought he played some great football. I've talked to Mike, who's the tennis. Tennis man this morning, Mike, and he was quite happy because he said, "Webby, he hasn't got a plan B. He just plan A, and he cannot go further in that." So he watches them obviously everywhere.
Listen, me and Kevin were
talking
talking
about
about before we come on air. We
Yeah.
were talking about Borough and say, talk about Sunderland, right? How they're 8th or 9th in the league, right?
Yeah.
They
made the playoffs last season.
They
Yeah,
made the
yeah.
playoffs last season, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't had bundles of money.
No.
We lost the main
And-
striker.
Right, yeah, to down to Southampton,
Yeah.
right,
That's Stewart.
and I still think I've got 2 Sunderland friends that are home now. I think they're back this week, but they went to the game at the weekend.
Yeah.
And I know they won't be happy with Mowbray's attacking.
No.
Linda and Fred Laybourne, I know you won't be happy, but I can't agree with it because what do the fans want him to do if he hasn't got the money?
And the players.
He's been given no money to spend.
No,
£3
yes,
million
no.
on
Yeah.
that Bellingham is the maximum they spent, I think.
Yeah, from Birmingham.
Yeah.
From Birmingham.
Birmingham,
A
yeah.
young kid of 17, which could be anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They
Think he's going to follow
do
his
you
big
know what?
brothers.
They play really good football, and it hurts me to say
Yeah,
that.
they do.
But they do play really good football.
They always play well against
and
Coventry,
Mowbray
yeah. Jack
does
Clark.
not deserve to get sacked.
No.
Is that the guy on the left-hand side with his socks rolled down?
Ex-Leeds.
No, is he?
Ex-Leeds.
No, I like him.
Tottenham bought him from Leeds,
Yeah.
but he is in the Premier League.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
But last season played out of skin for Sunderland. Has this season as well.
top scorer.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been sacked. It's a disgraceful.
Yeah, I think it's
Right,
rubbish.
let's come out the Championship. Let's go up to the big Premiership where Simon could talk about it. Well, we expect it to happen. Could have happened a few days ago.
It could happen a few weeks ago.
Yeah, got a few weeks
Because
ago.
what they're saying at Sheffield is he's done a great
This is
job.
Sheffield United.
Paul Beckenbauer.
He's been
sacked today.
He's been sacked.
Right.
Yeah. Go on.
But they're saying that he's done a great job. No, he ain't. He's done a great job in the Championship.
Yeah.
He ain't done a great job
But
this year.
they got to leave
Don't
that
get
word.
me
They
wrong.
got-
Listen,
I know.
their first 8 games were tough.
Yeah.
I get that, right? But when you play Burnley, right, in a 6-point double
You've
header,
got to turn up with
you
some-
have to beat them.
Yeah.
Turn
You
up.
can't
You
get
got-
beat 5-0.
You've just
No.
got to turn up and have some
You
backbone.
can't get beat 5-0.
No,
You can't play Bournemouth last week and get beat 3-1 at home by another club struggling like yourselves.
Spot on,
They're
mate.
the 2 games you've got to win to keep your
That's your
job.
that's your 6 pointer. Well, they bought Hammer off us.
Well, he's done nothing since he scored that goal.
No, I agree.
Archer the
But
same.
he,
No, but at the end of the day, that's the team he's playing, isn't it?
like, if he's not getting the service, he
He's
can't
probably
play the
thinking.
ball.
He plays midfield.
Yeah,
He's a
but
cracking number 10.
he can't play the ball
No,
through.
of course he can't.
If he ain't getting the service or the run, the person
I've
ain't
watched
making the
bits and
run.
he's still there. And he's seen going, oh, what have I come here for?
Yeah.
But he left for double wages, hasn't he? Or treble
But the
wages.
thing that hasn't been said is they had a lunatic who got sent off for elbowing somebody in the face.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
McBurney.
You know, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was 1-0 when he got sent off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 elbows, if you
Two
like.
elbows. He should have been sent off.
Oh yeah,
for the
that.
first one.
Yeah. Saw that.
The second
and
one
he-
was dodgy.
and
The
he-
first one was a
Second
proper.
time he's been
The
sent off
proper
this
one,
season
yeah,
for the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
For the
Yeah,
same
for sure.
thing.
You can't
elbowing,
stop
yeah.
yourself doing it.
No.
He was in trouble at the end of last season for
Yeah, yeah.
kicking some Notts Forest fan on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Yeah.
Right, listen, boys. Cracking cut of
Always a pleasure, mate.
videos.
Absolutely.
First and foremost, before we leave, don't forget, if you just tuned in, all my viewers, thank you for the new subscribers. We're up to 1,522, I think, in the last.
So press that button and
Which
give
is-
us more.
So press that button, bring us more. Pass it all to all of your friends, please. We do it with passion. Before we go, I just want to say a big shout out to Morton. I met him in Eclipse Bar yesterday for a coffee. I didn't know who he was. I walked out, so I'm going, he said, Webby, I said, hiya, how are you? Bum, bum, bum. He said, I subscribed to you last month. He said, I'm from Denmark, I watch you every week with all the boys talking, he loves it. And I also watch, you do a great job, thank you, with the charity Fact. And he went, bang, 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 €50, straight in his pocket, €50. And I took that to the meeting last night, Monday night, at the Palm Sports Bar, where obviously the new venue. So I stuck that on for 50 and I had another 20 and a 10, so another 80. And I'll do another video next week when the money's come in to give you an update on basically how much we raised for a Fact fighting against cancer in Tenerife. So thank you for that. Simon, do you want any shout out to please, big man?
I want to give a shout out to my better half, the boss, who's due back home in a couple of hours. She's been away for 9 days. The lad's coming home, and my 3 beautiful granddaughters, Avi, Harley, and Olivia.
Lovely. Big man?
My big shout out is my grandson Harry. It's his 6th birthday today.
Happy birthday,
happy
Harry!
birthday,
Hey.
Harry.
Love you, big man.
Yeah, we all do. We all love
So
you.
proud of you.
Yeah, good lad.
Have a lovely day.
Does he-
Grandad loves you.
Does he support Borough?
He does
he
support,
does. He went
but
to
of course he
his first game the
does.
other week.
He went his first game.
But no, he told us.
The first game the other
God
week,
love
mate.
him.
What an Harry. Great name, great
And
name.
obviously,
What an Harry.
Julie, Jason, Kaylee, the boys, Zeus and Orion, and Stephanie.
Is that my
Love
dogs?
you. Yeah,
Jeez, oh,
yeah, the
I
brilliant.
know, I'll tell you.
But Harry, happy birthday.
Yeah, well,
love you,
All the
son.
best, Harry.
When I ring him, first thing I said, there's my dogs. Don't I don't give Julie, Leeds United, forget you, darling, forget.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my dog.
we don't talk about Saturday. Oh God.
Oh yeah, oh dearie me.
My life was a
Oh,
misery.
I forgot.
I didn't answer the phone.
Leeds United, Middlesbrough, dearie me.
Yeah,
Right, listen.
awful.
As I always say, from sunny Tenerife, in my manner, thank you to Jakes and Judy for letting us use the patio in the 3 Horseshoes, where I watch all of my football with Kevin, and there's all the games. Be honest, they have every
Apart
single
from Coventry, because they're never on.
Well, yeah, they're on Friday, funny enough.
taking on Birmingham City, but I watch every
Against
game
Birmingham, I think.
because I can't have the people taking the mickey.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't have the people
Likes.
taking the mickey out of me. So I watch every game at home. Dawn goes outside, that's it. Or she goes out for a couple of hours, shouting and screaming when we score, which is not very often. Listen, if you've enjoyed what you hear and enjoy what you see, you know what the crack is. Subscribe for free. Facebook page, please, downstairs. And any comments, do exactly the same. More comments we get, the better. When you send one to Simon, to Kevin, to me, and I'll pass it on to the boys.
And they'll all get answered.
And they all get answered, we really do.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, thank you for watching. And
always a pleasure.
so these two are going to go out, obviously, this evening. And then I've got a massive interview with Paul Stewart, the Institute of Rangers Football Club. That is going to go out, I hope, Wednesday or Thursday. You have to watch it. 59 minutes about Rangers Football Club. If you're a Scottish football fan, you will love it. It talks about all the clubs from top to bottom, one or two other bits and pieces, stories about when he went to a couple of games. It's just fascinating. He's a top fella. It is worth watching. You've got any Rangers fans, send it to all your pals, put it on your Facebook, and let's have a great afternoon and let's enjoy Christmas. We'll have more vlogs. I'm going on next week on Tuesday to see my new granddaughter for 5 days. I'm going to watch Gloucester Rugby playing Clermont. I've got my ticket for 25 quid. It was 30. I'm a pensioner now, as you can see. I've got a 5. Yeah,
Lost the second bottom.
The second bottom of the.
We don't have to be talking about egg chasers. Can you cut the video, please?
It is what it is. So I'm going to go to. So don't say nothing while I'm right there. So subscribe, follow us, and have a great bit of fun. Right.
Cheers, Webby.
Kevin,
thanks,
man.
man.
And I'll see you soon.
Thanks, mate. Always a pleasure.
Pleasure, not a chore.
Thank
Lovely.
You, mate.
Thanks,
Cheers,
I'll see you, Kev.
Love it.
Fantastic. Thanks, everybody. Hasta luego.